going on, everyone? Hope everyone's doing all right. It's been a minute. Kind of had to get reacclimated down here. It's been a while since I've sat in this stool and to readjust the lights, get the camera fired up, get the mic charged. Here I am. Good to see you. So, how's everyone doing? The first couple of weeks of summer, everyone kind of does a little bit of traveling, maybe some vacations. Everyone's having a good time and everything's cool. It's been kind of weird up here in Michigan lately. Today, for example, we are blanketed or enveloped in smoke. The entire state from, I guess, Canadian wildfires, and the air quality is. I think there's actually a metric that keeps track of this, but we have the worst air quality in the entire world today. So there's that. So I'm trying to stay inside, keep the windows shut, and it's a weird, I don't know, it's weird shit. And this is on the heels of I'm sure you've seen this on the news, the diarrhea lettuce. I guess it's kind of, we're sort of at the epicenter of that. So it's been kind of a strange few weeks on top of, record high temps. It's just, it's been a strange time. So if you guys are here in Michigan, you know what I'm talking about. You guys that are a little further south, maybe you're not having to deal with all this nonsense, but nonetheless, hey, whatever. It's good to see you. It's good to be back. We're gonna have some fun tonight. The topic du jour is HAZMAT whiskeys. A little while ago, my buddy Danny Lopez put together a flight of all HAZMATs. It's not a blind tonight, so he's actually got these labeled for me. And he sent the exact same flight to our friend Top Jimmy. So Toby's going to be on here with me in just a moment. And we're going to kind of sip through these, talk HAZMAT whiskeys. I'll be perfectly honest with you. As far as my collection goes, I don't have a ton. I can think of maybe about 5 in my collection. So it's just not something that I really gravitate towards. Don't get me wrong, I like the higher proofs, but I just don't have a ton that fit into that HAZMAT category. So we're going to explore 4 HAZMATs. I don't know that I've tried any of these, to be honest. If I did, it was just a taste. I don't have any of these bottles. We'll do some giveaways. Danny's going to be giving away this flight. I'm going to do a flight of my HAZMATs for a second prize. Marty may or may not be on and put something in the pot. So there'll be a few things going on here tonight. Eric says, I thought it was a crappy bourbon epidemic. Cheers, y'all. No, I don't think it's that. And in fact, I've been seeing the memes about, for whatever it's worth, whiskey's never given me explosive diarrhea. I mean, probably not. Just that diarrhea lettuce. It's again just weird shit, man. I don't know. Every day it's something more weird than the previous day. There he is, the man of the hour. Danny Lopez, what's going on, brother? Marty says, I am here. I'm putting in a sample pack, so I'll put that on the crawl here, and then you guys can see how to get entered. And then, Marty, you've got the link. You are welcome to join us whenever you're up to it, brother. So let me update the banner in just a minute, and then I'll bring on Toby. And, in the chat, let me hear what your favorite HAZMAT whiskeys are. Maybe the best one you've ever had. The ones that I've got are pretty eclectic. And I'll talk about those as we go. These ones in front of me are pretty eclectic as well. But yeah, let's hear from you guys. I'm curious to know, what are our favorite HAZMATs? All right, so let's see. That should be updated. So let's go. 1, 2, 3. All right, excellent. All right, so let's say hi to a few of you guys that were here. Marty shouted us out at 9 a.m., so he was the first one here. Dave Vogelsing is in the house. Dave, I owe you a flight. I'm going to text you to make sure you don't have what it was that you won the other night. This was from Marty's stream, I think, last Tuesday. Travis Robison's in the house. What's going on, Travis? Mike T. I want to sit in the front row. Cheers, guys. Marty, Diamond, Dave, Mr. Travis. Cheers to you, Mike. Top Jimmy. We'll see him in just a minute. Corvette Trey. Let's get this party crack-a-lackin'. Yes, sir. Paul P is in the house. How you doing, Paul? Liz B. How you doing, Liz? Good to see you. JG. Whiskey cheers, brother. There he is. What's going on, Rob? Eric. Cheers, brother. Fritzy is in the house. What's going on, Josh? We were just talking about the smoke that we're dealing with here in our great state. Liz will know as well. Tell me how bad it is by you guys. JG, 21090 Corbin Cash Pick and Obtanium Light Whiskey. Funny you should say that. One of the samples here in the 4 is a 21090 pick from Corbin Cash. It's the 9-year bourbon that was at 148. That one is in the sample pack here. All right, so let's bring Toby on first. There he is. How you doing, brother?
What's happening?
Getting warmed up?
Getting warmed up.
All right. Yeah, you can't just hop into 140 proof whiskey. Am I wrong?
Nope.
So here's a question that I have for you.
You crawl up on it cautiously.
Yeah, you got to kind of work up to
Sneak
it.
up on it.
Yeah, you got to at least have something, first before you get into 140 proofer. But let me ask you this. You got a pretty good size collection. I mean, we can all see what's behind you, and I'm sure that's not even all of it. But as far as HAZMATs, how many would you say you got in your collection?
Probably about like you. I mean, off the top of my head, I have the Corbin Cash Rye, the pick from Mash and Journey.
Okay.
I have, there's probably a couple of Jacks back there that are HAZMAT. And I think isn't one of the, well, our Larrikin American Light Whiskies HAZMAT.
Yep.
Wasn't one of the 3 Evernorths that Logan Whiskey Friends did? Wasn't one of those? I think you were on those picks.
Yeah.
Wasn't one of them HAZMAT?
I think the light whiskey was just shy. I want to say it was like 136.8. Okay. I have that bottle somewhere. So it's even that one I've got in my collection that's just shy.
But
it's not something that I seek out. If it happens to be that high proof, grade, it doesn't deter me one way or the other. But in terms of percentage of HAZMATs that I versus total bottles in my collection, it's a real small number.
I don't shy away from them. I don't seek them out. I don't shy away from them. It's just if it tastes good, then it is what it is. But
all right, so let's say hi to Danny.
Hey,
what's going on, my friend?
Right on, buddy.
So you caught you off guard.
That's okay. Lisa had just come in with the baby. So.
Oh my goodness.
Are you serious?
No.
Okay. How's it going?
So I'll tell you what, Danny. So we're just kind of getting started here. Since you were kind enough to put these together for us, you want to tell us what we're drinking here tonight?
Yeah, absolutely. So I guess first I'll just go what I have here. It's the 2021 Jack Daniel's Coy Hill Barrel House 13, and that's 141.6 proof. I think it's pretty special. Had a little bit of extra cash, so was able to get one. Not too crazy on secondary because I didn't get it when it came out. I think it's fantastic. And then this is the biggest one of the bunch. It's the Mayor Pingree 10-year Blue Label, the Distiller Select from Valentine. They call it Cinnabon.
Yeah.
And it is, I think it's 151.2 proof.
You need readers over there, Dan?
I might. Their writing is suspect. So, and then the Corbin Cash, I think Jay, he mentioned that was his favorite, and you can tell I've shared a lot of that one. You know, it's not like I frequently hit these up too hard because they're just too high proof, but I've shared a lot of it, and it seems to be a favorite. This is 148 proof. It's 148 point something. I don't know what that point something is, but that's the single barrel Corbin Cash from 21090, their pick. And then the last one is the 18-year light whiskey from Penelope. That is 140.2 proof. I think this one is just fantastic. It's one of my favorite bottles of the year. So
was it this year or last year?
That's this year.
Last year.
18-year?
I thought last year was a 17-year.
Oh, I got it. I got it like what, 2 months ago
okay.
At the store. I know they just came out with another one that wasn't a hazmat at 18 years.
Okay.
Now I'm pretty sure this is this year.
Okay. Yeah, I think I had the 17-year. It might have been last year.
I have the 17-year too, and this is, to me, it's a totally different animal.
Okay, and I think that's probably where we'll start. Toby, you kind of put these in an order that I thought made some sense to me.
Well, tell me your. I just initially put them in proof order, which just so happens the American light whiskey is in the A spot. How do you have the rest of them lining up?
You know what? As it turns out, I think that's what I did as well. I went Penelope, and then the Coy Hill, then the Corbin Cash, and then the Valentine is last.
All right.
So that's
we're on the same page.
Yeah. So you said you got them airing out already. I've got the tops off, but I didn't pour anything yet. So we'll give this go here. All right. So I will say this about light whiskeys. I sometimes find it hard to pick out a lot of notes, and sometimes it's just one note. And I don't know if that's because the proof is so high that I'm having a hard time picking up, some of the subtleties, or if it's because a lot of them are in like this, like this one from Penelope. It's not in a first use barrel. So I think that the second, the subsequent use after the first one, it doesn't absorb enough of the barrel to really get a lot of the flavors that you get on a regular, bourbon or rye or what have you. At least that's my thinking. What do you think? Am I on an island here, or is that pretty common thinking as far as these go, or what?
I think that makes a lot of sense. I just don't think I've had enough light whiskeys to be able to talk that, knowledgeably about it. I mean, I probably had maybe half a dozen, something like that. So,
yeah,
I think what I'm getting on this thing is apple.
Apple? Okay. I was saying like soft vanilla and maybe like sponge cake.
Yeah, I'm getting all of those typical notes, but your vanilla, maybe light brown sugar, honey, kind of in that wheelhouse. But I'm getting some like baked apple, caramelized apple.
All right, that's pretty specific. I don't know if I'm getting that or if probably it's power of suggestion, but I maybe smell a little bit of apple now. Eric mentions Garrison Brothers Cowboy Bourbon, and yeah, the one that I had that was the hazmat. I don't know if that was batch 1 or 2 a couple of years ago. I thought it was phenomenal, and it was surprising to me because I don't like Garrison Brothers generally. In fact, that would be the only Garrison Brothers sample that I ever liked. But yeah, that Cowboy. Again, I don't remember if it was batch 1 or batch 2. I think the variance in the proof from the 2 batches was pretty significant, but the one that was the hazmat was really good. I don't know, Eric, if you know what batch that was, shout it out.
I've only had Cowboy Bourbon one time, and it was down at a bar in Florida when I was on a work trip, and I felt like it tasted like a cowboy shit in a boot.
I remember you telling me that.
It was awful. It was awful. We couldn't even drink it. I gave it to my buddies. Like, oh, it's awful. Can't drink it.
Yeah, I was not expecting to like it, but Danny, I probably mentioned this to you. It kind of reminded me of that 13th Colony Double Oak from a few years ago that was really high in ABV. Yep. And I know you didn't care for that one that much. either.
13th Colony one?
Yeah, the double
Oh, I
oak.
thought I
think
liked
you
that
can
one. I thought I liked that one.
Um,
I can't remember. I know everything I got from you, I thought from them was really good.
well, this would have been a couple years back.
I like this. This is really good.
Yeah, I don't mind this at all. And this is this one not that difficult to find? Is this more or less a shelfer, or is it kind of hard to find because of the age?
I can't find it now. I got lucky. I went into a Meyer and they had 5 bottles just sitting there on the shelf, and I bought 2. I remember I was like, "You want one?" You're like, "Nah," and I'm like, "All right." I mean, I'll just hang on to another. And then I tried it, and I was really glad that I was able to get a backup, because this to me drinks far different than last year's. This to me, you know, again, not every high proof whiskey or bourbon has a great finish. The finish on this one is night and day different from last year in the 17 year.
As far as the finish on this one for me, Toby, I kind of get to like a cinnamon apple type vibe.
So I'm telling you, it is, for me, it is Dutch apple pie. It is Dutch apple pie. Yes, cinnamon, but that's part of Dutch apple pie. So cinnamon apple, but I even feel like mid to back palate. I even feel like I'm getting like the crumb topping that's on like a Dutch apple pie or whatever.
So there's definitely a bit more depth than perhaps I was expecting on it. Yeah, I think that's a really nice pour, Danny. Sure. And I would say that I would never guess this is 140.2.
I mean, it's a little hot, but
a little bit. But I mean, I don't know if I would notice it as being significantly hotter than something that's like 127 or something.
No, I think it's pretty drinkable for the proof. I get a lot of vanilla cake. I still get the vanilla cake on the nose, and
yeah, I think that note, you know, Dusty Dan says yellow cake. I get like maybe sponge cake when I drink like some of the light whiskeys that I've had that are higher in age for whatever reason. But I don't usually. I get a little bit of vanilla and then not a whole lot else. I mean, usually there's a nice, you know, one hit flavor note that I dig, but it's not terribly complex. This one does have some nice nuance to it.
Yeah.
Much better than to me. It's really desserty. I mean, I get when who said yellow cake? Somebody said yellow cake. I can totally see what I'm kind of taking is Dutch apple pie kind of being, you know, yellow. Some of those being yellow cake flavors or whatever. For sure, I dig this. And to me, it doesn't drink 140.
No, I don't think it does, and that's where some of these get a little bit dangerous. That's a nice start to the flight for sure. And this is a bottle that if you can find it, what is it, about like 99-ish?
It's $100. Yeah, statement.
You know, I don't have Tom. I don't have a bottle of our Larrikin light whiskey right now. Trey has my extra bottles. I wish I did because it's very similar proof point. I think it'd be interesting to do that Larrikin light whiskey.
I actually have like that much of a sample of that still in the basement from last year.
The Larrikin?
Yeah.
You know what's interesting is we went there last October to Larrikin. It was the first time any of us were well, maybe you had been there maybe before.
I had.
Toby?
Yeah.
You had. Okay. For most of us, I think it was our first time down there. And we were doing a pick. We ended up, one of the picks that we made was it was a 7-year American light whiskey that was about 143-ish. And
right in there.
And while we were there, you know, Larrikin has their own, you know, stock of what you can buy. I bought a bottle that was similar, and I had Greg sign it. So I've got that bottle on my shelf signed by Greg. I got a couple of our picks, and then at some point between, you know, the time we were there and by the time we got our picks, Larrikin had sent me like a bottle of one. And it just so happens that they're all exactly the same age and the same proof. So I've got these on my shelf. I don't know which is which, other than the one that was signed by Greg.
Yeah.
So I at some point I've got an extra one that I'll throw in a giveaway. But it's a great bottle. So I mean, it doesn't have to be 18 years to get you some real nice nuance. Like I said, this one's only, I think, 7.
Yeah, and the thing about the Larrikin one is he uses a different mash bill you know, than most light whiskeys. And so his comes off, you know, it in some ways it drinks like a light whiskey, and otherwise it's kind of confusing because then it doesn't. But if I remember, it was more, I think we were kind of thinking it was kind of peachy. If I remember right, it was kind of like orchard fruits and, you know, like stone fruits and things like that. But again, it's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've gone back to that one. But yeah, I mean, I liked it enough to get, I think, 3 of them. Or something.
Shit, I'm gonna have to look for this bottle. Damn, that's really good.
All right, so I gotta cleanse the palate here. Okay, so Eric says I have the 10th anniversary Cowboy Bourbon 146.4 proof, 2024. I think, Eric, that was the one that I'm thinking about. I think the 23 was a little lower proof wise, and I think it was the 24 that was the one that I really enjoyed. I don't know. I know I put it in one of my videos at some point. I have to figure out what year it was from. All right. Cheers, Top Dog. How you doing? You got Richie Z in the house. And Brian Newton. What's going on, dude? How's the smoke by you, Brian? I think he's another Michigan guy. Am I wrong? All right. So put that one aside. I know I'm not going to drink the whole sample. I'll save a little bit of that one. Danny, you know what I've still got in my sample boxes here is, I think it was for my 50th. You gave me like a 4-ounce sample of that. I think it was a Nashville Barrel Company 33-year-old.
33 years, yeah, it's HAZMAT.
That was like
HAZMAT.
100 but that's a HAZMAT, right?
Yeah.
I still got probably half of that left.
I think I've got like that much of the bottle left.
It's probably straight gas, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So the next one, I'm interested to see how this compares to the Penelope, because this is the Coy Hill, and your notes here say Barrel House 13 141.8. You know which batch this was by any chance? Is this a recent one or?
This is 2021.
So was 2021 batch 1?
I think so. Yeah, it was the high proof, and it's Barrel House 13. I mean, it's fantastic.
I want to say I might have tried a batch 1 at some point, but it was just a small pour. And then I think I tried one that was much lower in proof, and it was good.
Yeah. They did the 21 was the first release, and the 22 they did the shorties that were like all 150 proof plus, and then 24 they did Coy Hill, but it wasn't at the top of the attics of Coy Hill. This one was.
Okay.
So
all right, I'm gonna let that one open up for just a minute.
24, I believe they just aged them longer than like your standard gold labels.
All right. So cheers, Dobbs.
This is great though.
Cheers, Wayne Arnold. Wayne Arnold says Onyx and Amber 20-year-old light whiskey 142.1 is very good. I got a sweet baked brown buttercream with ripe peaches. Okay. Those seem to be in line with some of the flavors that I would get in maybe some of the other light whiskeys that I've tried. That's a nice age statement. What does one of those go for, Wayne? All right, so Toby, I'm going to guess that you've been able to get your hands on some Coy Hills.
Yeah, I had to go back and look. The only one I still have is the 24. The rest of them I've either finished or sampled them out. So yeah, I've only got a 24 back there, and it's just a little shy of 130. It's like 129.7 or something like that.
I had one of those, and I thought it was really good.
There's very few Jack Daniel's products that I've had that I didn't like. It's just a question of which ones do I like better than the other ones. All right, this one does. I was expecting a much more bigger contrast in the noses, like whereas the light whiskey was a little more subtle. I thought this would be like a punch in the nose. It's really not.
It's a very different experience, though.
Yeah. I mean, I'm kind of getting like dark molasses, and
I kind of thought maybe that I would feel like this one was, I mean, even though it's not a big step up proof wise, that it would come off, more like a big step. And it's a big whiskey, but again, it's drinking below its. But I allowed these to open up for a bit, so maybe I'm reaping the rewards of allowing them to open up and breathe a bit.
All right, so the nose wasn't a drastic departure for me anyway, but the body of this is deep, dark, thick, like mesquite, almost like bacon, barbecue. It's got like those dark,
Maple
sweet
bacon
and savory
brown
notes.
sugar candy bacon.
Yeah, there you go. So JG says obtainium light whiskeys are super sweet butterscotch bombs to me. So I do have a couple of obtainiums here in my collection. One is the first one I got was an ADHD pick from probably about 3 years ago, maybe even longer. An obtainium pick, and I want to say that was like a grape flavor profile for me. And then the other obtainium that I have, JG, and you might probably, I know you. I'm going to guess JG might have this bottle. It's that Dukes of HAZMAT from Bourbon Wrench and whiskeychannel.com and somebody else that I'm missing. But they did that collaboration a few years ago, and it's like a 24 or 25 year, maybe it's even higher, but it's like 160 proof, which is in and of itself, that kind of felt like a gimmick, and it's hotter than heck. That's something that drinks pretty darn close to its proof. Jay, do you have that one? My first light whiskey was obtainium. Yep, same here. JD 375 special release. Just came home from the gym having a recovery report. Kentucky Spirit is not HAZMAT. No, but that does sound like something that I would probably reach for when I might not want a giant, proof after, doing something outside in the yard or working out or what have you. So unfortunately didn't get that one. All right, well, I'm going to put that sample, because I still have a good chunk of that bottle, if not most of it, in my flight sample pack. It'll be that HAZMAT light whiskey. I think I'll go grab it here in a minute. I think it's 26 or 28 years.
So I'll tell you what, after just drinking the Coy Hill a couple sips compared to the Penelope HAZMAT, I'll tell you what, that Penelope HAZMAT was like pop rocks. Like it was.
Oh, there you go.
It was explosive. And this, I know it's a different experience, and I prefer the profile of Jack Daniels. However, that Penelope is pretty special, man.
Yeah, in terms of something that you can actually get your hands on, I mean, because let's face it, I mean, most of us couldn't get a Coy Hill, if we had wanted to at the time.
Yeah.
But that Penelope is something you might be able to find on a shelf somewhere. And even if you want to go get it secondary, I'm guessing you're not paying more than
not much.
retail.
Yeah.
No, that Jack Daniels is delicious. It's more viscous than the light whiskey, but you can go from the Jack back to the Penelope, and the Penelope holds up.
So that to me is like, this is sucking in all of the barrel, whereas the light whiskey, again, probably.
Yeah, you can see the color difference for sure. Like even right there on your side.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's like
red and then light.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is like garnet almost. The McKinsey from Finger Lakes. What is that, Marty?
Is Marty? Is that the bottle that I gave you? Mackenzie's it's a distillery like in upstate New York or something.
Bottle killing the Southern Star Paragon with barrel 38 on deck. I'll look for my Obtainium. Not sure I have it anymore. You know, in our group chat last weekend, I know we were talking about, for some reason, that Southern Star Paragon. And I went and poured it that night. And, you know, for hanging out outside on the deck when it's nice, you know, it's hot. That's a pretty good pour. I mean, it just hits right. It's like 100 proof. It's a wheated bourbon, Danny. It's just nice. It's got a real nice flavor profile to it.
Yeah, I never had that one. Need to try that one.
All right. Well, I'll get you a good size sample of that one. Let's see. JG's in for 2. Marty, if you're keeping track yet. If not, we'll catch up with you.
That's the Mackenzie. If you want to zoom in.
And what is Mackenzie? That is an NDP or?
Good question. I don't know.
I
did know at one time, but I don't remember.
You want to hold that up again? All right, Mackenzie bourbon whiskey. Okay.
Let's see if I can. It says on here.
Oh, Richie says he's got the barrel proof version. I need to try the 100 proof. I only have the 100 proof. Tom, I told you that you would like it. You were not wrong, Tom.
Toby, it looks like you're a bartender with your background. It's fantastic.
It's my back bar. It looks like it's their own distillate, but it is a weeder. It's a weeded bourbon.
Interesting. Okay. No, that's a brand I've not heard of. Tim says just a little smoky here, Tom. Yeah. How are all the kids doing at home, Danny, with all this smoke nonsense?
We're not letting them out of the house, so they're probably a little stir crazy. I mean, it's nasty.
Yeah, you know, I get it. I can only imagine. You know, we're sitting here running the pool. We can't go outside.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I smoked it this morning. I smelled like a campfire, and that's never happened.
Yep, 100%. And it's, you know, when I came home last night, I'm like, wow, it's kind of hazy out. And then like 2 hours later, I'm like, holy shit, it's really hazy out. And it smelled like a campfire. Paul P, best hazmat I've tried was the original Coy Hill LE. The barrels from Hope Evernorth Sagamore Rye pick.
Yeah, he's right. That barrels for Hope is epic.
Yeah,
I've only got like that much left of mine, or else I would have put it in the flight.
And then the K&I, 10 horse. What's a K&I? Is that a group? K&I, K&L?
I think he might have meant K&L. I think that's a liquor store.
Oh, okay.
I'm thinking. And 10-year horse soldier. A lot of there's quite a few of horse soldier 10 years that are HAZMAT.
Yeah, they get up in proof too.
Is horse soldier MGP?
Let's see. No, horse soldier is Barton.
Barton. Okay. Yeah.
There you go. Smoke cheers. Exactly right. KNL. Cheers, Marty. Yeah, Tim. They have canceled concerts and a bunch of outdoor events. Yeah, I saw that they canceled the concert tonight at Pine Knob. My wife and I are scheduled to go up north, soon, and we're trying to figure out, should we just go and risk it and figure that, it's supposed to rain and kill some of the, knock some of the smoke back. It's bizarre. We're at a loss.
I got Black Crowes tickets for Saturday, and I don't know if it's going to go on.
Is it Pine Knob?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the Pine Knob. I don't know if specifically what Richie or what Tim's mentioning, but I saw that it was John Mellencamp.
The Cougar.
Yeah. They canceled for tonight. 100 degrees out here at 8:30. Oh, my goodness.
That's what you get for North Carolina. You get the heat. Yeah. We get this.
Yeah, we get the wilderness fire. 90 here. Yeah, it's heat wave. Coy Hill was my first. I have a couple old Dragon Bone ryes that are over 147. What's Dragon Bones? Is that what the heck? Wow, I mean, I just totally dropped a blank. I could picture the bottle. I can't name. the distiller. It's MGP. Dusty Dan and Jeff just did some picks there last
Oh
month.
no, I don't think you said
You know what I'm talking
that,
about?
you're talking about Backbone, but
Yeah. Yes.
I don't know that Dragon Bones is back. Oh, is it Backbone? Okay. Richie said Backbone. All right.
I'm helping with the air show at Willow Run, and they didn't fly today. Oh, okay. Backbone. That's wow. I could not grab. I couldn't get to there in my brain. I got a couple of circuits loose. When I left for work at 4 a.m., I thought it was fog rolling in from the lake. It's nasty here on the west side. I can only imagine. I heard it's worse, kind of like west and north. We're kind of in southeast here, Brian. Backbone from Storytime. Okay. Boom, boom. All right. Okay. Yeah, the Coy Hill, like you said, Danny, that's special.
I think these next two are
Getting
going
old.
to get us.
All right. Moving
Well,
on.
I feel it in a lot of different ways as I'm getting older. Things that bother me and annoy me and affect me more than they did before. Roger Reese is here. How you doing, Roger?
Raja.
Hope you're good, man.
Well, this one's nosing hotter, that's for sure.
All right, so you got the Corbin Cash in front of you, Toby?
Yeah, I do. I mean, it's nosing hotter, but there's still, you know, it still smells fantastic as well.
All right. Marty, you got JG in for 2. You got Tim Cornet in for 2. Marty's going to keep track of the wheel here tonight for us. Roger Dodger.
Are you sure that's a safe? That's safe to do with Marty, or
No, not at all.
I agree.
No, Marty's a pro though, so yeah, yeah. And if you guys, if you don't trust Marty, which hey, I understand, when you send in a entry, just shout it out here in chat so that we all catch it. I can see it on my email when I get a new notification. But if you help us out by calling it out, might make things a little smoother. All right. Roger Dodger says, late to the party, was out and about for the evening. Roger, are you guys getting hit with the smoke down in Toledo, or is it just us here in Michigan? Not sure if Shane Long, a.k.a. Storytime, coined the old dragons. Richie's always got the history here. I love it. All right, somehow that feels about as thick as the Coy Hill, but it feels way hotter.
It's all. I mean, this is like dark brown sugar, like almost like the brulee top, you know, on a creme brulee.
I would say burnt brown sugar, but with you know booze in it. I mean, it does hit the proof. You feel it on this one.
Oh yeah.
There's a note there that I'm trying to pick out. It's different than anything else.
It's a plum note. So it's a very oily plum, and yeah, it's coming in hot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm thinking is like a like chocolate lava cake, because it's super, like I almost feel like some grit, some not iridescence but effervescence in it. Like it's got texture, it's hot, it's sweet, and it kind of has like almost like a little bit of bitterness to it, like dark chocolate perhaps. That's wild. That is, yeah, like chocolate lava cake. Wow, is that hot? Ooh.
It's super unique, yeah.
Yeah,
there's definitely there's some dark chocolate notes in here. Yeah, but I'm in full agreement on like the dark plum, almost pruny.
It's a plum, and I think it's just that crafty note that I pick up. Like sometimes you can pick that crafty note up.
Tom Jimmy needs to bust out a fan. It's hot.
No, I'm just trying to pick up that. What is that note on the back palate? I mean, it's
There's an
definitely-
interesting note that I think that's what it is, to the best of my ability to describe it.
It's from the barrel, but I'm just trying to figure out how to describe it.
Man, it's a beast.
Yeah, Thomas, we were talking about that earlier. Yeah, this is throughout the entire state. It's bonkers right now. Yeah, we're not even really supposed to be outside. It's so bad. If you're in mid-Michigan, it's probably even worse than it is down, in the Metro Detroit area. So I don't know, man. Stay inside. Stay cool. Maybe open up a bottle and hang out with us, man. Top Dog. That's what I thought. It's barrel proof rye. Okay. Oh yeah. Toby, earlier in the stream, you mentioned one of the bottles that you had that was HAZMAT is the Corbin Cash Rye from Mash and Journey. I've got that one too. I think there's two different ones. The first one was slightly less than 140, and then the second one that they did, which I think was last year, was like 140 right on the nose.
That's the one I have. Yeah,
I've got that one as well. That will be in my sample.
There you go.
Pack here.
I'm going to
So
put
the
in a
ones that
sample
definitely
pack.
put in there.
I'm gonna kind of wait till the end here. Is like I'm trying to figure out a theme for a sample pack, but I'm going to put in a sample pack.
Okay.
Into the giveaway.
Awesome.
I'm behind on sample packs. I had to get more packaging, more sample bottles. More everything.
I had this 80 pack that I bought, and I went to. I got to put something together for Dave Vogelsang, and I reached in there. It's empty. I got nothing. So I was like, I got to clean some up, or I got to get through some, or I have to buy some more. Something. I have those nice ones that Randall sent a few weeks ago, which I got to get cleaned up. But I got to get something nice out for Dave because you know how Dave does. Dave always overdoes. So
Yeah.
Stay jerky. What's good, Chad? I hope y'all are staying jerky. That's Ty, by the way. Ty's out doing his thing. Hope you guys are having fun. Stay safe, son.
What's up, Ty?
Don't be outside. Hope you're not outside.
He's on his laptop outside.
No, my guess is he's at his buddy's house shooting fish tank videos, but that's my guess. All right, yeah, this Corbin Cash is wild. That's a journey. That's an experience. Not something that you're going to reach for frequently, I think. More of an occasion pour because it's thick, it's dense, it's hot as heck.
Yeah.
It's just a wild experience, right, Danny?
Yeah. So like for me, for this one, this is when folks come over and I'm like, you need to
try this.
You gotta try this. Yeah. And then they're like, their minds blown. They're like, what am I drinking right now? It's crazy.
But you ask them for their keys first.
Most of the time when people come over, it's implied what's going to happen. So they're
that one drinks its proof and even higher.
Yeah, it does. The other two did not. Well, I mean,
the Coy Hill's close to its proof, I would say.
Yeah.
The Penelope's not. This one is nuclear.
But I still think that Penelope, it just dances. It's like pop rocks.
It's interesting to see how some of these hold up against each other. I would say that Penelope is holding up pretty nicely against these other two. And it's a much less expensive bottle, maybe more findable. And
I think it's right there.
It doesn't come with the hype that these other two maybe did. And pretty damn good. All right, I see that Black Maple Hill bottle was available in several liquor stores today. I saw that as well. Thomas, locally, is that like the ones that I saw? I think were sub 100 proof though, so I don't know what exactly that is. You tell me. Stay jerky, thanks, buddy. Thomas,
before we move on.
I got a question, and maybe this is more of a statement than a question, but I'm noticing, and I'm one of the extreme whiskey enthusiasts like you guys. I've not purchased a single bottle this month. And it's not just that's like oh wow, really? I haven't even looked at anything that I thought I needed to have.
Same.
I'm kind of I look when I come down here like on the weekend, I want to have a pour. I'm like, I have so much. I mean, what is it that I really need?
Right.
What am I looking for that I don't have? Do I need to be getting something else just for the sake of picking it up and reviewing it or whatever? So I'm kind of in a lull. I wouldn't say an embargo or a boycott, because if there's something that I really wanted, I'd go get it. And
You're on a break.
Maybe I got to get rid of some of these bottles on my shelf.
You're telling me.
I just have too many. You know what I mean? What am I doing? But again, if I see something awesome tomorrow, I'll run out and get it.
But that's, I mean, to your point, Tom. So today, I was leaving work, and right down the road, I mean, you know where I'm at, was Red Wagon, and they posted they had the Star Hill Farms.
Oh, did they?
So I call just because I'm passing it on the way home, and I'm like, hey, just curious. I actually called to see if they had any more Exodus Rye left because it's all gone. And they're like, oh, no, we sold out. And I'm like, okay, no problem. Just out of curiosity, how much is the Star Hill Farm? And it's like $100. And I'm like, okay. I just went home. I never stopped.
You didn't get it.
I know.
I watched.
All right.
I think I watched Marty's review just maybe yesterday.
What did Marty say?
Sounds like it's not quite as good as last year's. Is that?
That's the general sentiment that I've seen. Yeah.
See, I want to make an addendum to that. I think when I did my first 2 or 3 pours out of last year's, I was not crazy about it. But once it got down to the shoulder, then it was like, okay, now I can get behind this. Whereas this year's drank to me that good right off, from the first pour. So
you're in the camp where you think better.
I haven't done them side by side, and I've got them both. I probably need to do that before. I remember vividly last year though, kind of pouring it let's say the first 3-4 ounces out of that bottle, and I was kind of like,
you didn't love it.
It was fine, but it got really good once it got down to the shoulder, and it kept being good.
For me, that was one that as soon as I cracked it and poured it, I immediately thought it was fantastic.
Same.
Okay.
So right off the bat, I loved it. This year's when I saw it was announced, I'm like, yeah, I'd like to get that. But yeah, Danny, those I didn't get last year's here. I think Toby was kind enough to get me one. I just didn't want to chase it. It's if it was better than last year's, maybe I'm more interested or inclined to chase it. Same like with the Jack 14. It seems like the consensus is, well, last year's was really good. This year's maybe not quite as good. I still have half my bottle of last year. Do I need another one? You know what I mean? It's just at some point I gotta kind of pump the brakes a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Too many bottles. I've not even opened it yet from last year. Yeah, Thomas, I rarely don't open a bottle. But I have a couple maybe that I haven't. The ones that I have as sealed are like backup. So if I get something, I'm usually opening it. It's just probably 90% of the bottles on my shelf are like 85% full. Paul P says, I killed 5 in the last 4 weeks and only bought 1 new bottle. Just need to keep this pattern up for about 20 more years. Yeah, Paul, I've kind of done the mental gymnastics there myself. I actually kind of looked specifically for what I had on my shelves that were, that was close to being, towards the end. And I'll tell you this, I finished the double barrel foundation that was from early last year. Like that one all the way through. Then I reached for some older bottles that I had. One of them was the Calumet 16. And I probably had like 2.5 ounces left in that bottle. And it was terrible. And
It's
so I let it sit for 2 years to open it up, and it's crap.
Yeah.
So that was that. There was another bottle too that was just like that. I'm drawing a blank as to what it was, but I think Jeff had mentioned, I don't know if it was on a stream or one of the times we were talking, he's like, when you get towards the end of some of these bottles, you got to put them in a sample bottle and just get rid of it. Because if you have like 90% oxygen and like 10% whiskey, it's going to change, and it's probably not going to change to a way that you really enjoy it. So credit Jeff, he knows what he's talking about. Sometimes
Well, I poured a little bit of the Mash and Journey Corbin Cash from last year, the 140 proof.
rye.
Yeah, and it's a rye. Yeah, absolutely. And it's really good. But I think that this 21090 bourbon is, probably edges it out, as a total experience.
I think the first year I started the channel was 2023. And at the end of the year, I did like a blind flight of my favorite ryes for the year. And it was that first Corbin Cash Mash and Journey pick that won in the rye flight of the year for 2020.
Merced rye?
Yes. So the non-hazmat, I want to say that the hazmat was just as good. But yeah, this bourbon is like a different animal. Shemmy. Cheers, good people. Cheers to you, Shemmy. Welcome to the stream. Greg, did you do an update on the Evergreen release? Did I miss it? Evernorth?
Evergreen. Is Evergreen the new distiller?
Evergreen is that store in Bardstown that does the sick pours.
It's a chain. Tom, zoom in on me for a minute.
Sure, give me a sec. Let's do this.
Yeah, I wasn't aware that this was happening, but this, if you haven't seen it, this is the new label for Still Austin single barrels.
I dig that, and I did see that maybe on Instagram or something. I like how it's different than the regular.
I saw this and I'm like, what the heck is that? And then I realized, oh, that's just the new label for Still Austin single barrels. It's really cool.
I dig it for sure.
Where it kind of, this is closer to the Tanninger label. It kind of evokes a little bit more of the, I don't know, a little bit more elegance or whatever of like Tanninger.
Yeah, that's cool for sure. What I've been seeing is, do you get the emails from Still Austin?
Yeah.
They're cold fashioned drink that they're promoting for the summer, which looked pretty interesting. I think it's like, one part the barrel proof bourbon, old fashioned mix, sour mix, and then just a shit ton of ice. I don't know, look good. I might have to try it. Good decision. Sorry. Basically describing picks that catch my eye in the coming months. I think that's kind of where I am, Thomas. And yeah, I think there's a vibe that I'm picking up on, just some of the channels that I watch, some of the friends that I have in the community. I mentioned Jeff a moment ago. Jeff just did a video last week, I think, about how he doesn't go to a liquor store anymore. My friend Carlos, Whiskey Corner, a great channel if you're not watching it, just posted a video about bourbon burnout or lies that we tell ourselves, in this hobby. So I do think that there's a kind of a similar vibe for some of us out there that we at what point do we stop buying all these bottles? And I don't know that we're there yet, but I think maybe some of us feel like we're getting pretty close to that point. I gotta start getting through some of them before I start, replacing them. And at some point, it's got to be something special or really different to merit a purchase. Whereas over the last few years, it's just been something new. I want to try it. Something different. Want to try it. Now that I've got 400 something difference, how much is really that different?
Yep.
I'm not hunting the way I was 12 months ago, 6 months ago, maybe even 3 months ago. It's just, you know, I had like a regular routine on Wednesdays and Fridays, and I'm
Yeah,
not
I
doing it
remember the
anymore.
group text last year. There was a lot more going on as far as the shopping goes.
Well, you know, and now last year, I mean, one of those, I mean, last year was crazy, but one of those was PFG. There hasn't been PFG this year. This year, I didn't, you know, nobody knew what Star Hill was last year. And so I could pretty much get all I wanted. Well, that ship has sailed.
Yeah.
You know, I was personally, I think I was maybe able to get 3 bottles total. Now some of the ones that haven't changed, but I didn't even shout them out because I just was like the barrel strength Michter's rye and Michter's bourbon and even the Michter's 10 stuff. And it was like, I know everybody's slowing down. And anyway, so yeah, there's some things that are still out there. I just don't shout them out, you know, unless it's something really, you know, unique or different or whatever, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, just you know, again, I don't know if I'm in a rut, I'm just slowing down, or what exactly the sentiment
No, I
is.
think
I just come down for a pour, and I'm like, I'm overwhelmed, and yeah, I got to get through some of these before I start to, you know.
well, that's and Danny, Tom's heard me say this, and I don't know if Danny, if you've been on but you know, I only did this a few months ago, and I had, when we moved into this house a year and a half ago, I had roughly 350 bottles, and they were all sitting in this room in those cases still. They hadn't been unpacked.
Wow.
And I just kept collecting. And then I finally built the shelves and everything, and got my daughter to come over. We lined everything up on the floor alphabetically. And the first thing we did was we counted everything so I knew how much I needed to put on each shelf. And I had an idea how many I thought I had, and I was wrong. And by a long shot. But it was the best thing was it was kind of an eye-opening experience that, you know, this is ridiculous.
Yeah. I've had that moment as well. It's like I've built these giant shelves, and they can support like 2 tons each. So I've kind of spread everything out. I never count them. I mean, I keep a list, but it's not numbered, so I have no idea how many are on the list. So I kind of in my head was thinking this, you know, this is the number, and then I mentioned it. I was talking to like my son and his girlfriend about a year ago, and I'm like, I don't even know how many bottles I've got, and she told me. She's like, we were down here once, I counted. I'm like, oh my god, really? So yeah, it was kind of an eye opener.
She's like, move over, old man. Let me tell you how many bottles you got.
Marty Party.
What's happening?
Marty, you causing the wildfires over there that are blowing our way?
God, I hope not. Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, it's wild. I don't even know how to describe it. I mean, I've lived here my whole life. I mean, we've had some hazy days, but not like the last 2. All right. It's decided. I'm going to start a tequila channel.
Tequila's big right now.
It is hot. I mean, that's the thing, but it's just like,
this would be Roger. Roger would start a tequila channel and slowly convert all of them to bourbon. That's what he'd do. If you like this tequila, you'd really like this bourbon.
There's an idea. There's something there. Tom, do you have barrel batch 38? It does need airtime minus halfway, and it's fantastic. No, Richie, I don't. I did get 37. I didn't love it.
That's their 250.
I know I mentioned that. Maybe they heard me say that, and they stopped sending me bottles. The barrel used to send me them, but now they don't.
You did. You shit on them, and it stopped everything.
You know, they never told me I had to review it.
Like it. Yeah.
Like it. They just said if you do mention it, mention that it came from us. That's it. Like, okay, I'm sure I did.
Hey, I want to take an unofficial or just solicit everybody that's watching. Everybody in chat, put your top 2 or 3 250th bottles. You know, if you tried any, what was your top 1, 2, 3 that you really like, put it in chat. And I have a reason why I'm asking. This is kind of a cheap way of doing market research. So, and the reason I asked Barrel 38 was their 250th. But yeah, anybody that's watching, put in chat what your top. There you go. Okay, McBrayer, Evan Williams. All right.
Yeah, there you go, Marty. That's my list. Extensive. Those are the only two I got.
That's the only two I've got. So that's
I would probably rank them that way as well, and I think they're both great. But I did notice a bunch of other ones on the market. The Barrel Batch 38, I think they just put their label in like red, white, and blue to kind of coincide with their.
Yeah, it was kind of a bullshit move, but
it was kind of half-assed.
Yeah,
that would be number 3 because I do have that one. Now that you say that.
36 was tasty. I don't remember 36 to be honest. I just remember I didn't like 37.
Yeah, Toby, I was actually drinking. Yeah, I'm actually almost done with that. I got your Evan Williams 250th right here. It's fantastic. I thought it was really good.
It's a sneaky good bottle, especially for the price.
I never saw that.
Is it the barrel proof, Danny, or the lower proof?
Yeah, 117 proof. Fantastic.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's what I started with tonight.
Yeah, it's 117.76.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's unbelievable.
Yeah.
To me, that takes so much planning. Like they did it totally right.
Yeah.
Well, they proofed theirs down to that, and then McBrayer released 1776 total bottles. Right?
Bottles, yeah. I'd like to try that one. I haven't tried that one.
I'll get you a pour of that one, Danny. That one's really good.
It's really good. It's so crushable. All right, Tom, are you on this last one yet?
You know what? I poured it. I haven't sipped it yet. Now this one is not finished, Danny.
No, this is a beast. This is gonna be very unique.
You know what though? To me, it noses easier than at least the Corbin, maybe even the JD.
100%. I was just thinking the exact same thing.
Just the heat off the nose.
It feels a little lighter than the other two. Maybe not as dense, maybe a little thinner.
Yeah, they've been open long enough now that neither one of them has much.
I feel like I poured too much of it just now.
I've never had a Mayor.
I would say that the nose on this is really nice.
It's fantastic, man.
You know, I know it says Cinnabon, so in my head I'm thinking, I'm going to smell like these notes, but I don't think I'm getting those notes.
Just wait till you taste it.
It's a monster.
It's really nice. It's definitely sweeter. Like I do maybe think like melted like frosting on top of something, but maybe not like a Cinnabon. Maybe there's like a maple note in there.
That's what lingers. You know, that's the whole lingering finish. It's like you've been pounding some Cinnabon.
Oh, it is really sweet.
Yeah,
like it's got like a little bit, like a little vanilla, a little caramel, but it's
a heater, but it's not. I would never have guessed it was 150.
No, I would say this drink's lighter than everything here except for the Penelope.
That's delicious.
If I had to guess, proof-wise, this is probably closer to Penelope, and it's way on the.
So this is a store pick, Danny,
or a distillery pick.
Distillery.
Sorry, I was having my first sip of it. I gotta get through it. So it's so this is, you can only buy this at the distillery if they have it available. They don't always like, they're kind of weird. They put stuff out, they pull it back, they put it back on the menu. But this is called their distiller select only, and so you kind of got to buy it there at the distillery, and you have to, like, they're weird about it. You have to ask for the menu to see what they have available. They don't they're not openly shopping things. They don't put things on their website or the Facebook. You
got to know somebody. You got to be connected.
Yeah, you have to be willing to ask. But years ago, I remember asking, they're like, yeah, we don't sell bottles here. Like they were even that secret about their stuff. But now I think they're realizing they can make some money on these bottles.
So now, I'm going to sound really dumb, but is Mayor Pingree, is that the distillery?
Valentine.
That's the thing.
Valentine is the distillery. Okay.
Valentine is here in Michigan. It's a distillery, but they also source their barrels.
Yeah.
Most of their stuff, again, it's a little bit.
This is MGP.
Okay, I was gonna say most of their stuff is MGP, but also some of it is their stuff, blended with MGP, and even for all intents and purposes, most of the stuff that they put out is fantastic.
Fucking good.
Some of my favorite stuff that they put out is just their own.
Yeah, the Rise.
What I can't get to is I can't figure out how they put out a single barrel of 11-year MGP. And you've seen these prices at standard around here, Danny. It's $200
at minimum. Yeah,
but
it's market demand. They sell them all out.
Yeah, it has like an aura or a mystique for the local market. Like locals will say this is like the best shit in the world. Well, mostly because they don't know any better, but they do kind of have a really good marketing strategy.
Yeah,
but you look at Larrigan. Once a year they do the Deep Purple, and it's only a 9-year, and they sell it for $3. Now it's a really, really, really cherry picked bitchin' ass 9-year single barrel, but it's $300. But they've kind of built up that following that the same 150 people buy it every year or whatever. So
I don't know if it's just super fans or what, but the locals swallow these things up. I don't know how big of the market is. People from out of state that are hunting these things down. I know I've heard Darrell talk about the brand. I've heard Jeff talk about it, but outside of Michigan,
Danny, when you walk in and they have one of these, is it a limit one?
I don't even know because it's so expensive. Like I don't know. They don't. Again, like you're talking to someone behind the bar that doesn't know anything about anything. They just hand you a menu. It's a different experience. It's very bizarre.
It sounds like a speakeasy.
I mean,
but I'm happy to. I bought
their tasting room is kind of a speakeasy. It's that kind of vibe.
Yeah, it's like a bigger speakeasy. So like Lance over at Whiskey Tornado. Lance is a great dude. He's the one that started up Barrels for Hope too. So Lance had a competition, it's like the GOAT competition, and like I had sent in the 10-year PX Sherry Distiller Select. So it's got that Distiller Select logo there. Kind of can't see it there with the light, sorry, but it's right there. And it's a PX Sherry finish on it, and it is, I think it's about 100. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, their labels are consistent. They're just different colors, which denote different.
Yeah.
So great label, man.
I love their stuff. I love their bottles. I'm a slappy, but I sent it to Lance to enter the competition for like anyone from his group could submit any bourbon they want and they'll rank them top to bottom. And he called it the GOAT competition. That PX Sherry, they were trying to bottle guess. And he was like, oh, that might be an Elijah Craig pirate bottle. That might be like one of the better GTS bottles. He kept bringing out these monsters. And then when he found out what it was, he was like, Danny, if they have that, you have to get me a bottle. Like whatever, like I don't care what it costs. And I'm like, I got an extra one. It's $200. You can have it. So like, it's that good. Like their stuff is that good.
Their business model is just bizarre, and I've thought about this, and we've had conversations. I mean, I just can't quite figure out. It's different than anybody else.
Yeah,
it's like they don't care about what the rest of the market does.
Correct.
He's just got a really interesting approach. And you know what's interesting, Danny, is I think earlier in the channel, history or arc or whatever, you know, I was kind of looking for some of the Michigan people to, you know, come on as guests. And I reached out to the guy at Valentine. I can't remember his name. It's like
Rufino?
Yes. And, you know, sometimes I'll reach out and people will blow you off. Sometimes I'll reach out, people get back right away. But he got back like really quickly. I'm like, cool. Does this guy want to come on? He's like, I think the first sentence in his response was like, hi, Tom, I'm not coming on your show. But here's, you know, if you wanted to do this, if you want to come here, I'll be happy to do this, this, and this. You don't make like a really long email, which was weird because like the first sentence was like, I'm not coming on your podcast or whatever. Just like a really a quirky, interesting, different dude that's maybe kind of got his.
But like that's their outfit. That's like everything you just described is Valentine. Like the presentation's great, they get back to you, but it's not the response you want. You go there, no one knows what you're talking about, but they've got these amazing bottles that are like hidden. It's weird.
Well, I'll tell you this, and my wife, you can see her comment here, is they make a killer pickled martini. They do make their own house cocktails.
Yeah.
And this is one of the places that I've taken my wife to and she loved, which, you know, is not in the majority as far as some of the whiskey places I've taken her. She does love going to the Valentine tasting room from time to time. And they make a killer pickle martini, and they're really good service. That place is just really cool.
I love that place.
And you remember a few years back when we got that single barrel rye that we all loved.
Unbelievable.
Except for Tony.
Tony didn't buy one. Yeah,
Tony skipped on that one.
It's a huge mistake.
But we all got that pick, and then we had went back, I think, and I was there with Todd, and we're like, do you have any more of that single barrel? And like they brought us the last two bottles. So yeah, he's like, you got to ask for shit. It's not.
Yeah. It's a different place. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a strange vibe. Paul says, if only Uncle Nearest tried that business approach. Yeah, I'm not sure how that approach would work for the masses. It's a niche that they found, Paul. That's really all it is. And I don't know that it's got a whole lot of potential for growth. It just kind of is what it is. And you know, they do their thing.
Hey Tom, you know what? I got enough. I'll do 2 sample packs because I just want some people to try some of this stuff if they've never had it, especially like Valentine. Like you're not going to probably get these people aren't going to have.
No one's going to see this ever.
So like I can do 2 and it'll knock out the Corbin, which is fine by me. I've had plenty. So mark me down for 2.
You got it, brother. That's awful generous. Again, some of these are things you're not going to find. Even the Penelope, the one that you can, it's really good, man.
It's fantastic.
Fancy Franchi's in the house. What's going on, Maureen? How you doing? It's kind of like Buffalo Trace. No, Buffalo Trace is like a designed shortage, or at least it was, in a whole lot of clever marketing. Valentine doesn't really do much at all in terms of.
It's like they don't give a shit.
No, it's kind of like the impression is they don't care. If you're smart enough to ask for certain things, you'll have access to it. But if you don't, they're not going to offer it to you.
Which I kind of like that as an enthusiast and someone who actually knows what we're looking for, because the masses are never going to get their high quality stuff.
Yeah, I feel like they're kind of like the ultimate if you know, you know.
Yeah.
Brand.
Big time.
Let's see.
Maureen.
Everybody's happy to see you, Maureen. What's going on? Enjoying my time without that WWPC guy. Yeah, I think we all are. Well, where the heck is he, by the way? Is he on like some sort of a retreat?
Work trip.
Work trip?
He's at Betty Ford.
Doing some mathing?
Sabbatical.
Sabbatical.
Is Gary a math guy?
He's Maureen could speak to this. I think he's a math professor.
Oh, okay, wow.
One of the more.
All right, everybody, you got to get in. Everybody out there, you got to get in on this giveaway. So I'm going to put in 2 sample packs tonight. Given that our first pour was Penelope, I am going to do one sample flight of the Penelope Estate series from 2025. And I'm going to do another sample pack of Jack Daniels in honor of pour number 2. And I will put 10, 12, and 14 from 2026.
Damn.
I will put my Coy Hill in there. And I have a distillery only release, a Tennessee taster, and I will put that in there. So everybody needs to start lighting up the
Yeah, get it.
lighting
That's
up
a
the
lot
wheel
of stuff.
tonight. Hitting that wheel.
Tom,
You
do
got-
I get to enter?
We got
Do
some
I- do I
banger
get to
sample
enter or
packs
no?
going out.
Yeah,
tonight.
Danny, if you want to get in, and go ahead and enter. I just won't put you in. Or if
After
you draw
what he
your
said,
own,
I
I'll
might
pass.
have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Dad sent me a text and please enter me, and I was like, okay. So I did.
You said your dad?
That's my dad. Yeah.
Oh, no shit. He claims to be a math guy, but I have questions about that.
That's right. That's right, Maureen. It just, he claims to be a math guy, but it just doesn't add up.
That's funny.
He's 3 beers short of a 6-pack.
That's right.
I just remember the first time I met Gary, and it was just one of the funniest conversations I've ever had with anybody. I liked him I liked him immediately. I think he was surprised that like somebody that didn't know him recognized him. That probably made him.
Yeah, and there's Marty knows this, but when we were doing the initial run through with Blackwood here at Justin's House of Bourbon, we had a small group that it was Marty, myself, Roger, and it was supposed to be, Trey Boyd. And Trey had some shit go down and he couldn't be there. So, I mean, we're trying to find at least a 4th person. And it just so happened that Gary was in Louisville that day with nothing to do. It was
he's Johnny on the spot.
That's right, man. It was like, he felt a disturbance in the force. And, but I mean, if we're trying to pull in, somebody to fill in last minute to be able to get Gary Franchi, I mean, crazy.
We reached out to Minnick first, and Fred wasn't sure.
Oh, I would have turned him down.
And then I said, Gary's here, and I said, Gary, Fred may come, and Gary goes, well, I'm out. And then I texted him back, and I said, no, I'm just kidding. And Gary goes, yeah, man, I'd love to be there. So it was awesome.
The first few picks I did, Gary was there. In fact, I'm going to say most of the picks I've done, Gary's been part of. And yeah, he's got a hell of a palate, just a hell of an approach. And yeah,
so does
he just knows his shit somehow. I mean,
Fancy's put us in our place the last 2 weeks, so we like having her.
Yeah.
All right, let me get you updated here.
She has a great palate though too. She was on the Backbone picks we just did a few months ago, and yeah, great palate.
So Toby, if you had to rank, and Tom, if you had to rank, sorry Marty, I would have sent you this too, man. You just win one. Just win one here, man.
No, it's good, buddy. I like watching and listening for once. I like watching and listening. Go ahead. No, I'm learning.
So how would y'all rank if you had to put a ranking from 1st to 4th of these?
All right, give me a few minutes.
What would that look like?
We need some alone time.
From the
Because I know mine. I have
Cash.
mine. I've already had
give me a
mine.
minute, and I'll give you my rankings too.
Corbin Cash would be hard to beat, I think, for me, because I've had it. And I've got 210, or I've got Jason's. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Marty.
Marty, have you lost weight, man?
Yeah, about 45 pounds.
Man, you look
Really?
good.
Shit.
Thank you, buddy.
I gotta recognize you when I see you next time.
I hope
You're
not.
looking-
I hope to keep going.
You're looking
Yeah.
dangerous, man.
Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate it, man.
Marty, what are you doing?
Just not eating. I'm not hungry. I drink my calories.
I get like that too, man. I'm not hungry. I'm good. Like I'll eat when I need to eat.
No, like if it does hit me at work, like at 1 o'clock, if I like, I want something to eat or snack on, I'll run down to the grocery store and buy a little $5-10 thing of shrimp cocktail. Just perfect.
It's awesome.
Kevin Pierce in the house. Kevin, we'll see you tomorrow.
Kevin Pierce.
You've seen him, but you've met Kevin on stream with me before from Kingsport back home.
Oh, okay. Awesome. When the freak isn't Gary in Louisville? Yeah, I know Gary was going back and forth to Louisville quite a bit. I'm sure you are as well. Isn't that where one of your kids is at or something? Mike T. Let's see. We got a few more here. We got Kevin Pierce in for 2.
Right.
Is the scroll not working?
2 or 4.
Did I stop the scroll? Oh, well, boom. All right. I had to update it, and I guess I forgot to.
I don't have a YouTube channel, but I get that stuff. You know what I mean? I understand it.
I used to have a production department, Danny. I don't anymore. I'm just a dumb lawyer trying to figure out YouTube. Just a dude. All right, so Toby, I've got my rankings.
Give me just another minute or two. I'm.
Tell me when you've got yours pinned down.
I'm narrowing in on it.
I'm so excited to hear this.
GKM. Cheers. Working and lurking. No bucks. No.
Yes,
food.
it's at Mike T. It's at the Bourbon Jerk. You got, is that Kevin O'Malley for 4 and Kevin Pierce for 2?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Hey, before you guys end up finalizing the wheel, Tom, you ought to check your email just to make sure we're not missing anything.
Yeah, I've got the tab open here, so I can kind of
cool.
see when someone else pops
Right.
in. Right. So I'm pretty confident, and I'll double check with Marty before we run it, and we'll aim to get this going. Say about 9:50, Marty.
That's fine. Good? Yeah, I'm caught up. So as they come in, I'm ready. Yep. Got you. Text,
yes,
Mike.
our younger daughter and son-in-law live in Louisville. That's the one who turned out with his sense of, we'll call it, sarcasm.
Okay.
That's awesome.
This order could change on any day because they're all freaking bangers. But I've got a lineup. I'll commit to it right now. Yeah.
All right. Why don't you go ahead and tell me yours, and I'll tell you mine.
All right. So in 4th place, and only because, it's viscous. It's complex, but it's the only one that even comes close to drinking its proof, and that's the Corbin Cash. And it's fantastic, but the as we go up, the other ones don't drink anywhere close to their proof. And anyway, so Corbin Cash in 4th place. In 3rd place is the Coy Hill.
That's exactly what I was hoping to hear. It's fantastic, and that bottle is unbelievable.
And again, they're both of these in 3rd and 4th are fantastic. Now the Coy Hill, it doesn't drink as hot as the Corbin Cash, but it's still. But anyway, so 2nd place, I've got the Penelope in 2nd place because it surprisingly, if I go whichever direction I go, even though it's I don't know, it's only 10 proof points off, but I love that it's still Dutch apple pie. No matter what I drink before it or after, it's Dutch apple pie, and I'm loving it.
Yep.
And then in 1st is the Valentine's
No doubt. I had no doubt. No, I'm so happy right now.
Yeah, I think you nailed a lot of my my sentiments on this. I was kind of moving these into the direction that I felt, you know, where they fell in line. I had fourth as Corbin Cash as well, and
Same.
the big reason is it's like you said, it drinks its proof. It's too big. If you know, in terms of if I want to have something to sip on or to sit back and enjoy, it's too big. I just want a little bit of this. It's fantastic, but it's not something I'm going to reach for because
It's like a half ounce at a time. Yeah.
exactly. I would pour just a kiss of it, if anything. It's
Yeah.
big. It's just over the top big. So that's my fourth place. My third, and I went back and forth on this because it was really close. I had the Penelope as third, but again, I could have flipped that with the Jack Daniels Coy Hill. That's what I had as second. Second and third were super close.
Yeah.
I didn't think fourth was close, and I didn't think first was close. That the Valentine I thought stood out
Yep.
quite a bit amongst this.
I think it gets all the benefits of the proof point without having the proof point. You know, it's all the big whiskey that it should be at 150 proof without drinking 150 proof.
Yeah. Yeah. The Penelope. I told you guys that Valentine's a monster.
Yeah, that's a special. I don't know. Was it? It was a single barrel.
Blue Label. No, that's a batch product.
So there were more than 100 and some bottles of this.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. It is a single barrel.
Okay, so then it was a honey barrel.
Single barrel.
Yeah,
I mean, those on like the stupid ass secondary market. Those are like $400 to $500 a bottle.
Wow. Yeah. So I mean, again, it's probably mostly local people that are driving that.
Correct.
But yeah, if I were you and I picked that up and paid the ticket price, I would not have been disappointed at all.
Yep. Monster.
Yeah. I mean, and there's no slouches here for sure.
No.
That one stood out, and I thought it stood out quite a bit.
Well, Toby's here.
I would agree.
What?
Like, and that's the thing. Like, if you think about value, right? Corbin Cash, I don't know, all in was what?
About 140, 150?
Yeah, 150. The Penelope is the cheapest, so probably the best value with the Penelope at 100. The JD, I paid secondary like 650.
What's the MSRP though?
Oh, dirt cheap, but it doesn't make sense. Right. Nobody sells it for that. Right?
Nobody's getting it at MSRP, but if you can, that's the steal. But
and I want to say the Pingree was about 200, I think. No, you know what? That one was 250. They have a $50 tax for that bottle.
Wow. But again, you know, had I bought that and shared it,
you're feeling great about it. Yeah.
Yep. Whereas a lot of other things I've purchased at that price point.
Correct. Like that's a banger. If you put that up against some of those, all the stuff everybody chases, I bet you that smashes it.
Right. Yeah. So in terms of value that you can actually get and find, yeah, that Penelope is actually kind of hard to beat. That's a nice product.
I mean, that's something you sip on and you just go into like think mode. You're like, damn.
That's what that one that you sip on and then you stand up and realize, oh, there's the proof.
There's the proof. There's the proof.
Well, yeah, exactly.
No, Toby, I'm glad you like that, man. I was excited for you guys to try it.
Fantastic, and I can't wait for the two different fine folks to win this flight. I mean, this is incredible.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of crazy flights out there.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Marty, I heard you were doing an entire GTS flight going back from the beginning, right?
Yeah, from like I think it's 20 it's like 2004 up to now. So 22. We got 22 2-ounce samples coming out. Yeah.
Where are you getting this? That's insane.
I had to figure it out. I'm kidding. I own one, and it's last year's.
Yeah, you got to do some training, I think, for that.
That's a hazmat, right? Last year's?
Some of them.
Yeah,
Marty, you need to check your text. I think you're confusing me and Kevin.
I did. That was supposed to be for Kevin. I just now saw that.
Marty, what'd you think of that GTS? I never had it.
I just thought it stayed hot. It
Which
had
one is
that. It had that the 2026
recent one?
hazmat or 25 hazmat.
Yeah.
I thought the 24 was really good, and I thought that it went downhill on the 25. Everybody went nuts because of the proof, and you were hoping that barrel finish and everything would still be part of it. And it's just a proofy son of a bitch, just to be honest.
I think Jason said the same thing.
Yeah, it's okay. I got it at MSRP no.
All right, Marty, you got Ethan in for 5.
Gotcha. On it.
I think it was either 22 or 23 GTS. It was probably 23. Was that one about 141 to 142 proof?
I don't remember.
Whichever one that was, I paid for
Greg.
it at a bar for a pour, and it was easily the best thing I've ever had. And I could feel like the flavors like opening up, not just on the top of my tongue, but like underneath my tongue, which I can't say that about anything else I've ever had. So it was just insane. It was like next level. And I've had a couple of other GTS pours at bars since then, and it's not been the same experience. So there is one in particular for me that stands out head and shoulders, but I can't remember what it was. It was either 22 or 23. 2020 GTS is probably the best of the last 5 years. Okay. Last year's GTS was the first hazmat in around 1 year. Okay. I want to say the one that it was pretty darn close to hazmat. It might have been a little under or a little over, but it was pretty darn close. 2025 GTS won a couple of ascots.
Jason.
So, Tom, I think we had the same number 4, the same number 1. We just flip-flopped 2 and 3.
Yep.
Yeah, and for me, Toby, it was so close. I could have went the other way and had the same outcome as you, but I felt like maybe that Coy Hill just had a little bit more for me.
And I get that. Yeah, I
Not
think
by
it
much.
does. I think the light whiskey just surprised me with all that it had going on. And the fact is, I could have any one of the other 3 and go back to it, and I still got everything.
It punches, it still punches,
Yeah.
And to me, it's vastly different from the last year's 17 year. It's not even the same experience on the palate, and certainly not on the finish.
All right, so here you go, Mark Wells. First of all, welcome to the stream.
Welcome,
What
Mark.
does hazmat start? And like Marty says, you're 140, and where that originates from, in Toby, you probably correct me if I'm wrong. That's actually put up by the FAA, isn't it?
Yep, for flying.
If it's over 70% ABV, it's technically hazmat, and that's because it has to do with the flammability.
It can't be in your luggage.
What's that?
It can't be in your luggage.
It can't. Yeah, you can't. You ain't flying with it. They're stopping you. But yeah, and if you're just joining, it's not the best place to start your whiskey journey. It will blow your socks off and probably turn you off to whiskey, if I'm being honest. Work your way up the ladder. Start sub 100, get to 100, get acclimated, work your way up. Some of these hazmats don't drink their proof, so they're deceiving, but some of them do. Some drink higher. And I can remember like the first experience I had was something that was near hazmat, and I swear to God, I could taste it like for a week.
You know,
It
but I've had
burned my taste buds.
stags. I've had stags. I mean, you know, the bottle formerly known as Stag Junior that drank hotter than at least 2, maybe 3 of these. You know, and Old Forester Blue Label, you know, single barrels. I've got 2 or 3 of those that drink hotter than this stuff.
You know, the Old Forester bourbons, the blue labels, to me drink sometimes hotter than
agree.
even
I
if they're
quit
like
buying
129, but they drink hot as heck.
No, I don't buy them anymore.
They can, yeah. And so now, you know, I don't even pay attention to them because everybody and their mother has one.
Yeah.
Now I pay attention to the black label.
Yeah, or the rye, maybe.
Or the rye. Some of those can just be
The ryes have been really good. They're less common, but I enjoy the black label as far as a value. I really enjoy that 1924, but it's pricey. It's pricey and it's hard to find.
Well, it isn't anymore. I mean, because it's down. I mean, it started off around 125, 130. It's down under 100 then for that bottle.
I love high proof. I have 130, but okay. Just wasn't sure the official proof point. Yeah, 140 on the dot would be the official proof point, or 70% ABV. Cheers, Dusty Dan. Good to see you, buddy. Dan, you're enjoying your vacation. If you're still there, if you're off vacation, well, hope you have.
He's on vacation still.
Actually, I had to text Dan about something earlier today, so I appreciate you getting back to me. Speaking of hazmats, here's a little shameless plug. Our Evernorth light whiskey pick is in DC. Did speak with Brandon and did speak with Ryan Alves at Bourbon Outfitter. We're thinking maybe next week late for a drop date. Not 100% sure. We still had a couple of things that we had to sort out. But they're there, just waiting to be put together for the drops. So watch for that. The Sagamore Rye is fantastic. The American Light Whiskey, I think it came in at 151 or 152.
Yeah.
And it's fantastic. And I think, Danny, you can maybe kind of fill me in on the notes. If I remember, it was kind of like an orange creamsicle type vibe.
On the light whiskey?
Yeah. Am I wrong? Am I right? That was the one where I had to go into my car and do my hearing. And you guys,
I don't know.
And you're like, "Oh, this is fantastic." I'm like, "I missed it. Great."
I know one of them was the orange creamsicle. I'm not sure if that was one of the ones we went with, but I can tell you that the American Light Whiskey that we went with, it is a very different American Light Whiskey profile. Meaning, you get the vanilla cake on the front end with the nose, and to me, it starts as like vanilla cake on the palate, and then it goes into like almost like an amazing beam nuttiness in the best way on the palate.
Yeah.
And then the finish is like pop rocks, like the Penelope hazmat here. So like it kind of brings 3 things together. It's hard to explain, but to me that was the standout of the entire day. And then the other standout was that Sagamore Rye pick. Which is
those 52% Sagamore Ryes are
cheating.
amazing.
Yeah, it's crazy.
This is going to be that next one that's in that lineage that you're like, yeah, that's fantastic. But yeah, the light whiskey, I was trying to kind of take it easy, and then I also had to jump in my car to do my hearing, and then I got out, and you guys were like, oh yeah, we all decided on this one. I was like, okay. Well, do I need to try it then? I don't know if I even did. To be honest, if I did, it was just a taste. But everybody, like the rest of the group, like the other 5 or 6 of you guys were all blown away by that one.
It was all unanimous, yeah. And then the Sagamore is, I think we tried 4 Sagamore Ryes, and
yeah,
and
I knew going in.
stood out like none of the other. Like it wasn't even close.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of had an idea in my head going in that, you know, those guys have gotten really good Sagamore rye
Yep.
at that 52% mash bill. And the first few that we tried weren't kind of, you know, up to
Right.
snuff. We got to one that was fantastic.
Yep.
So I'm excited for that one. I buy those Evernorth Maryland ryes anytime I see them. Yeah,
Yep.
but those would be a good one. So keep your eye open for that. This might be dropping as early as next week. Just kind of watch the announcements. I'll pin something down very soon here.
I can't wait. I can't wait to try them again, man. I can't wait to try them again to see how, you know, how it's maybe the same or changed slightly since we tried them, because we did drink a lot that day. So
yeah, that's the other thing. I got to figure that into the
did.
equation. Mark, well, sipping on Antique 107, you can't go wrong with that. Wayne, some Evernorth bottles can get better after proofing them down. Okay, interesting. Like, you got an example, Marty, for one in particular? Or
No, just what they, you know, when you're at the distillery,
Mhm.
you know, some of that stuff after they've done some things, they can proof them down a little bit. I've had samples from other picks that have been proofed down in the back end, and they're fantastic.
Yeah, we've gotten some picks out of there that, you know, like Green River stuff or Sagamore stuff. It's quite a bit higher than,
Mm-hmm.
you know, if you were going to look at a Green River label or a Sagamore label, they're not nearly, you know, 130 or whatever it is. Some of these things are. Brian Newton, will anybody be making the drop at Evernorth on August 7th? I don't know.
August 7th.
Maybe. Wait and see.
What's happening?
dropping?
I think that Brandon has one of his products dropping, and I think. Do you remember Brandon showed us his new label for his picks when we were there, Katie? So I think this is gonna be the first one that Brandon puts out with his.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, you know, they let him cook. They let him do his own thing, and I think this is gonna be the first bottle that kind of has that new label. So if you watch the Bourbon Junkie stuff,
He's earned it.
Preview of it, but it's really cool. He's excited about it, so I'd like to get it. But yeah, the picks that Brandon does are distillery only, and they sell out within an hour. So if you want it, you got to go and get it, and you got to line up early. Brandos and one for the event. Marty, you got Dusty in for 2.
Gotcha.
America.
What you got there, Toby?
I'm trying that Still Austin single barrel.
No, that's a store pick or something else?
Yeah, it's Total One. Total One.
Now, what's weird to me is that in Michigan, the only store that will sell those outside of a liquor store is Total Wine, and even the ones that are sold in the liquor stores still have the Total Wine label. Like, so they're still somehow tied in with their distribution, even if they're not being sold at Total Wine. It's an interesting arrangement. But I do like that new label. The last Still Austin single barrel that I picked up was that one from Dan and Jeff and the Turks, and that's fantastic. How are those Nash Tucky bottles? Been interested, but haven't pulled the trigger. I've got one from a few years ago that was from Stuff and Whiskey, I think.
It's fantastic, man. This thing is a Breaking Bourbon 7-year.
Breaking Bourbon, okay.
Yeah, this thing is just so good. I don't know which way I'm going here. The proof on this one is 129, almost 129.6. And at first it was kind of musty for me, but oh boy, when it got down about 4 pours, it really turned into a butte.
Yeah, that was
cherry oak. It's fantastic.
The stuff that I've got from Nashville Barrel Company, the picks, they've all been fantastic. I think that thing that threw me off their track was their increased prices. But I don't have any that I have here that I'm disappointed in. I think they're all great.
Yeah.
I hear it's a hell of a pig experience. Everybody speaks really highly of that place, that, the outfit, the barrels that they get. It just comes down to, pricing lately for me that kind of turned me off a little bit. And that's, probably generally speaking, I think as you have this glut of labels, this glut of products, it's going to come down to who's got the best values, right? I mean, that has to figure into it more than not.
Yeah, same. I mean, I think that's how I do it when I go, again, I don't have that much time to go to bars and stuff like that with all the kids. But when I do have a pour at a bar, I'm going for value. Like, I'm going to go for the best pour for the best price that I can get.
Me too.
I feel like that translates over to what we purchase. Yeah.
Or beer.
Yeah. Or just beer.
I'm being honest. Yeah. I mean, I'm not giving
what's
you.
interesting is I've been reaching for, a light beer more frequently than anything else, probably the last couple of weeks. One, because it's been so damn hot and I've been outside.
Exactly. I was going to say, it's so freaking hot.
I'm not
I
giving
feel like
you
I kinda come full
$25 for
circle.
rare breed.
Well, and
Danny and I
it's
know each
so-
other from like beer groups, and we kind of got like way into like the stouts and the barrel aged stouts and the IPAs, and now I'm kind of back to square one where it's like I'll just get like friggin' Michelob or something.
Let's get some bullshit lager. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I just want something light and wet. I don't need a barrel aged stout with 4 adjuncts in it. That somebody had to wait in line for. Give me something I can get that's cold and light and refreshing.
Yeah.
We're going into my favorite beer time of the year because all the Oktoberfest, Vienna, Marzens, all that stuff's going to be coming out. And
Oh yeah, August Fest will be here before you know it.
that's my. Well, they're already. I mean, Marty, the liquor barn right here by my house, they've already got half a dozen Oktoberfests in.
Are
And
you
Shit,
kidding
I can call it July Fest now. I know
know.
something.
it's just,
Yeah, my wife and I are big fans of the German beers, and
Yeah,
there's
exactly.
usually like one in particular, like Oktoberfest beer that she'll like, and by the time we figure out what it is, it's already come and gone from the stores. I think it's like a Sierra Nevada that she really liked.
Okay, well, they do one.
They do one, and it's really good. And up here, it's just gone in a minute. I mean, we can get like the legit German stuff, and that's always fantastic. But like the Sierra Nevada Oktoberfest that they put out, she really likes.
They always do a good job, Sierra Nevada. Yeah.
Shemi, I drink the local brewery lagers now more than ever. Yeah,
Mhm.
it used to be. Danny can attest to this. We wanted those, New England hazies with all the goofy hop, double dry hop, triple dry hop. Now it's I just want a cold lager.
No, that's what you want. I still want
That's what I
really
want
good
now.
beer.
Yeah. I know you and Tony and Todd are still kind of into the.
I like,
the
dude, I'm
IPA.
telling you, if I can have a better experience, sure. Like if I'm going to have a beer or two, I'd like to drink something I really like. But like I just bought a couple things of shorts. Like I don't care that much, and I'm not going to do all the work to like get a bunch of beer mailed to me. That's not what I'm doing.
Right.
I wish Holmes was closer than an hour in Ann Arbor. It's not that easy of a drive, but
I've been seeing some of their cans in local stores.
only one can, right? Same, different.
It's got the triangles.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They've only done one. It's good. But like, I like the other stuff too.
Yeah, but you got to drive, hour and a half.
No, I'm not. I'm not doing that.
All right. Well, Marty, how are we doing on the wheel, buddy?
We're good. I've got Greg McDonald's getting ready to try to get some sim in, so I'm gonna wait on Greg. He texted me, needed your last 4 of your number to get that to go through. So
Okay. All right. We got 2 more entries for
Okay.
Greg E, who had previously had a few. So Greg E,
all right,
2 more.
got it.
And I told you got Dusty in for 2, right?
Yep.
All right. So Dan says when whiskey companies are trying to sell barrels for cheap, that's when you know.
Well,
Yeah,
there.
we're at a strange point, for sure. I'd like to think that as consumers, we're sitting pretty, but yet, there's still things that I want I can't find, and there's still things that I want that are priced too high.
Yeah.
So I just poured this still Austin, and it's only 115, 116 proof, and it's damn near as dark as anything we sipped on tonight. I mean, look at that.
And that's one of your single barrels?
Man.
It's just a total one single barrel.
Wow.
And it's holding up. Now, look, at 115, 116, it's not
Yeah.
it's not what we were drinking, but yet, going back from all that stuff to this, it's not like I'm sipping on 80 proof.
Yep.
Yeah, I think they hit a nice balance in terms of,
This is really good.
So conversely, Toby, I actually just poured the King of Kentucky small batch #1, the 105 proof one. That was the only one I had. That was the only one I had left because I drank the other ones. And it's I know you probably spent a lot on those bottles, and I appreciate the samples. It's not like I don't get it.
Did I send you a flight of all the King of Kentucky?
Yeah.
Were you one of the okay.
Yeah.
Forgive me.
Which one don't
I
you
don't
care for?
remember all the shit I send out.
Yeah. This is the 105 proof. Now the 17 year is one of the best things I've ever had.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think that's a consensus. The small batch ones that they put out were kind of
Just
Now, so when we
Yeah.
did, so Danny, you got one of the. It was 5 samples. It was the 3 small batch
and the president's choice.
So when we did that flight, the consensus online was in a distant 5th was small batch 1, in a distant 4th was small batch 2.
Yep.
In a really tight race for 2nd and 3rd was small batch 3 and the president's choice.
I see that. Yep.
And then, of course, way out
Yep.
in first place was the 17 year.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's 17 year.
It was like half a point.
yeah. That 17 years should be one of the best things that you probably have.
Yeah, and I've never owned a GTS, but I've had pours of just about all of them, and I've had pours of most all of the recent King of Kentuckys. I will always, if you put GTS and King of Kentucky in front of me, I will pay for King of Kentucky over GTS all day long.
Yeah, that King of Kentucky was special. That was special pour. And I did it alongside the, which I think is one of the best
I
things
think I
I've
said
had
that
this
wrong.
year.
I think I said it. I think I flipped that. I would pay for
Oh,
King
you'd
of
rather have
Kentucky.
GTS?
Oh, I'd pay for King of Kentucky over GTS. I think I flip-flopped it when I said it, but anyway, whatever.
Oh, I thought I had it right. I tracked you.
Yeah.
But I did it alongside the Traverse City Whiskey Company 17 year from this year, and I think that's a fantastic pour, like fantastic. And it was neck and neck. And then when you actually can let the palate do its thing and the finish do its thing, it wasn't even close. And I think the Traverse City 17 years amazing.
All right. Martin, did you get those last 2 entries?
Yeah, buddy. Yep.
All right. So you want to pull that up, the wheel? And thank you to Marty for keeping track of the entries.
Thanks, Marty.
Yeah, man.
It does
Thanks, everybody, for
your
donating.
comments about some are we kind of in a lull here about videos and views and stuff? I don't know. It's interesting. I notice I keep going back to the same 4 or 5 channels that I kind of have followed all along, and not much outside of that. And so maybe I need to expand a little bit again and see about some fresh views. But yeah, I see what you're saying about.
You've always been better than most about. I've been introduced to more channels through your channel, and you having channels on that I'm not even aware of, or I've barely heard of them or whatever. So, I mean,
I like hearing that. I like hearing that. I mean, there's a lot of us out there. I mean, no doubt, and you know, a lot of us know each other, so we're all kind of in this circle. And sometimes it's fun to reach outside of it and you know, see who else is out there with stuff that we like. All right, so let's do this. Oh, look at it. He's even got the logo and the color scheme. Well done, Marty. All right, so we've got.
You know, I don't lay up on par 5, so let's get it going. I'm here to make birdie. I'm here to make birdie.
All right, so we've got a few things going on here. I think the first one. All right, so Danny's going to do 2 of his HAZMAT sample packs. Danny, is that right?
Yes, sir.
All right, well, let's do those first, Marty. Whenever you're
Right,
ready. Danny, how many shuffles?
Yeah.
Oh man, 7, man. That's the number.
All right, there you go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Well,
7.
Mickey Mantle,
Mickey Mantle, let's go. Mickey Mantle, baby. I said it.
Yep.
Stop.
Spin her up.
Shit.
Again?
GG.
1,
Well, hey,
2,
I know you've
3,
got his
4,
contact
5,
information.
6, 7.
I do.
This is
It's
for the
easy
second,
now, man.
Danielle. Newton.
Jay, there's some bangers in here for sure. Ryan Newton. All right. Danny, he's in Michigan. I'll get you his
What's next, Tom?
Cool. Congrats.
Next is going to be my HAZMAT sample flight. And that will have some wild ones, including that Dukes of HAZMAT pick from those guys a couple years ago that was 160 proof.
Again. Ooh, wow, nice.
He's got the hot hand.
Big
One
night.
away from the hat trick.
All right, so fourth, let's see here. We've got Danny's 2. We've got my 1. I think third I put in is
Marty.
whatever you were putting in, Marty. No, mystery flight.
Yeah, I'm gonna put a good one together. I'm gonna do a good one. Here we go. Yeah, I just gotta figure out. I gotta go to storage to get some bottles out. Awesome.
Congrats.
All right, cheers, ET. All right, and then I think after Marty, I had Toby, and Toby, you want to remind us what we've got here? Because I don't know that I got this on the banner.
Don't worry about it. Let's do the so the first one's going to be a 5 sample pack. It will be the Penelope Estate Collection from 2025.
Wow. You're kidding me if it's JG again.
That's Ethan Turk, by the way.
Oh, Ethan with a big night.
Yep.
Oh, big night for Ethan and Brian Newton. My goodness.
I get to send Ethan something.
All right, the last one for me. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Tom. What else you got?
I think that's it. I think you've got one more.
Okay. Yeah, so the last one's going to be a JD 5 sample Jack Daniels flight. It will include 10, 12, 14 from this year. I'll put the Coy Hill because we had Coy Hill tonight in there. And I'll put in a Tennessee Taster from the distillery.
Jeez. Bangers all around, man.
Marine.
Nice.
There you go. Look at that, Marine.
Fancy.
Hits the big one at the end. All right, so I've got Danny, JG, and Brian Newton hit your two.
Yep.
I've got Brian Newton hit mine. Marty, yours was it ET? Ethan? And
Yeah,
then Toby's
Ethan
first one
Turk.
was Ethan,
Ethan Turk.
and then Toby's second one was Francie.
Yep, correct.
Wow, a bunch of legends in that lineup there. All right, so we've got 10 o'clock, guys. I'm gonna probably call it here. I know I mentioned to Marty and Toby, I've got early hearings tomorrow.
Yeah,
Can you
yeah,
imagine
you're
all
good.
things on a Friday morning? I got 8 a.m. hearings. Danny,
Death
thank
penalty
you
all
for
the way.
putting
Let's
this
go.
together. For Toby and I, this was fantastic, especially the Valentine. That was a special pour. Toby, thanks for joining. Oh, brother, everything that you do for the channel, I appreciate you. Same with you, Marty. Thanks for offering to help out, hang out. Always, enjoy hanging out.
Yeah,
with you,
man.
brother.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Thanks, man.
Thanks. Good to see
So
Dan.
guys, if you're in the group, the Patreon group, keep your eye out. We'll have a post about the Evernorth picks very soon. Like I said, they're at DC. We just got to decide on a drop date, which may come as early as next Friday, if not probably the week after. So real soon. Keep your eyes out for that. And until next time, cheers. Thanks for watching. Stay jerky.
Good night, everybody.
Hang out
Thank
just a
you,
second
Danny.
backstage.
Thanks, everybody.
Let's see. Boom. Boom. And stream.